How's it going, everyone? It's Vivi and welcome to my review of Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair. Before I begin, thank you Team 17 and Playtonic Games for a review code you guys sent me. That is super. I am happy to say that Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair is one of the best games I've played in the year of 2019. I just quickly wanted to bring this attention to all of you watching. Honestly, I was skeptical at first when I heard about this whole 2.5D route they were going with, but Playtonic Games, I love you. The Impossible Lair is such a fun experience. Kind of like a bit of an addiction. A game you love so much you just can't stop playing. You want to go back and spend hours upon hours on it. You just get sucked in. You know that feeling where you just can't help yourself but remain awake until you find something or beat something in a game? That's, ladies and gentlemen, my perception of this game in a nutshell. I love it. Playtonic's second entry to this cartoony world of a chameleon and a bat is full of fun secrets and a variety of exploration. They call this a 2.5D platforming adventure hybrid for a reason. You can visit up to 20 2D worlds within a large 3D over-the-head overworld with different environments. The overworld itself, by the way, just the exploration alone is so much fun. Yes, you can explore levels, and you also have the overworld. By exploring, you not only expand the world by coming across characters from the first entry, and you come across pages. This time they play a different role. In the first game you would have to collect pages to advance throughout levels in the first game, but in this one they give you challenges which help you alter the world, which is a similar mechanic actually from the first game. You would alter, you would expand the worlds, but in this one you expand the overworld. You can also find collectibles in the overworld, such as quills being the currency. That too, they changed it up a bit, where they respawn now. You don't have to collect it once. If you re-enter a level, they reappear. You also got tonics to collect, up to 66. If you pre-ordered the game, you get 4 bonus if you did that. So what I'm saying is if you did not pre-order the game, you get 62. Playtonic did confirm that with time, those 4 bonus tonics will be purchasable. Now what do tonics do in this game? Similar to the first game, they act as modifiers, affecting your stats. You can equip up to 3 tonics, but the majority of these tonics either boost your percentage multiplier for quills, or lowers it, depending on the difficulty of a challenge it brings to a level once equipped. Tonics get equipped right before the start of the level, and do not work in the overworld. During gameplay in the actual world, you can still change your tonics via the pause menu, but with the price. You lose all quills you've collected. I've been using 2 tonics most of the time, one which gives the enemies googly eyes, needing 2 hits to defeat them, in exchange for a multiplier boost. The other tonic, it lowers my multiplier. That one helps you keep twit coins you collect. If you happen to die in a level, you don't have to find a checkpoint to save your progress. This came in very handy for a level such as this one. A huge laser following you, getting that twit coin on the top left corner and dying over and over again just trying to get it was a hassle. So this beautiful tonic plays a role. These twit coins, by the way, are used to get across paywalls that Trouser has set up in the overworld. You can collect up to 200 of these coins. By collecting all 200, you get a secret according to Playtonic Games. Personally, when it comes to the effects tonics, I mean, if I were to use them, it'd be for easy levels, especially when we're talking about the whole level. It's just something I didn't find enticing. The overworld also comes with slight puzzle sections, or call it areas where you have to think a little more. It could either be moving boxes around, or finding plants in order to open passageways, either be it freeze, bomb, or fire. There's plenty. There's also state change. Here, for example, using ice to freeze the lake, you can A, access that tonic in that hidden area behind the fountain, or B, access the second state of the level. Yep, with 20 levels comes state changes, adding up to a total of 40 levels in this game. The one thing I just dislike, the ice physics. Getting around is really just a hassle more than anything. It took me a while to realize you have to move the box, place it accordingly, and then freeze the water. Even moving on the frozen box isn't too obvious. Now, of course, this doesn't ruin the overall experience for me. but I did want to point it out. Within these 40 levels, you can find 1 bee, equaling to a total of 40 bees, with another 8 scattered throughout the overworld. What's their true purpose? Each bee adds an extra protective layer, or life, call it, to your character. They can be used in the Impossible Lair, the final level where you're trying to stop Capital B from taking over the Royal Stingdom. Well, technically this level you can access it from the beginning. However, such a level does not contain any checkpoints, so there you go. Now that doesn't mean only the Impossible Lair is difficult. This game proved to be quite challenging in some areas. The game doesn't have linear difficulty. That's one thing I really loved, where the further you go into the overworld, it gets harder. Nothing of such sort, in my personal opinion. It didn't feel that way. There's like a mixed variety of difficulty going on. If it gets too difficult for you, there's this little tool which can help you progress through the level. It's a golden checkpoint. If you happen to die too many times at a certain checkpoint, that checkpoint will turn gold and will allow you to skip to the next checkpoint. However, by doing so, you're basically gonna miss out on all of the collectibles prior to that checkpoint. Now there's something that can get unfair sometimes, something I've noticed. Some layouts of some levels gets Laylee stuck in a corner. You can't reach her and that's basically it. You're gonna have to reach another checkpoint. And by the time you do so, you're probably gonna lose. So with the Impossible Lair in the picture, accessible from the get-go, you got 2 ways of playing the Impossible Lair. Number 1, you being the type where you collect everything, well the bees at least. Or 2, collect what feels a sufficient amount of bees. You'll realize this the more you attempt the Impossible Lair. As for the music, it's beautiful, it's splendid. I started humming it in the shower. That's gotta mean something. Grant Kirkhope, David Wise, Dan Murdoch, and Matt Griffin, the music in this game is very catchy. You guys are awesome. Lastly, in terms of bugs, nothing too damaging. I played this on a PS4 Pro. I got a few frame drops after completing a level, you know, the main menu appears and shows you the bee you collected. Yeah, there was a few frame drops there. Apart from this happens. All I remember is falling, endlessly falling into the pits of darkness. It only happened once, so it really didn't affect the experience. Did I get scared if the game would crash or lose data or something, corruption? Yeah, I did get scared, but luckily nothing happened. So with that out of the way, I give Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair a solid 9 out of 10. Thank you Playtonic and Team 17 for this wonderful game. You really outdone yourselves. Again, one of the best games I've played this year. If you're a fan of collectathons and a huge variety of exploration, this game is for you. So with that being said guys, I've been VTNVIVI, and tell me what you think in the comment section below. Have you played the Impossible Lair? Are you planning on buying the Impossible Lair? Leave all of your thoughts in the comment section below, and as always, I've been VTNVIVI, and thank you so much for watching.